Hi, JD here on a Saturday at about 20 to 1 in the afternoon on the Gold Coast in Queensland, and I thought I'd just do a Facebook Live. I had nothing else to do, to be honest with you. It's not that that you're unimportant, it's just that I had nothing else to do. It's a wet day, I can't do the lawns, and so I thought, what will I do? Something to help the human race or Facebook Live? I think I'll go Facebook Live. Well, I could be helping the human race at the same time. Carl, would you agree?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so a really quick one here. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Dwyer, but I get called JD amongst other things, and my website is theinstituteofwow.com. And I thought I'd label this particular Facebook Live what I have above here, and it's all about making sure that if you're going to advertise on Facebook that you pre-qualify your clicks. And the reason why this has come about as a conversational piece that I'm doing right now is because I had a call from a client just a little moment ago. Now, we help businesses make more money by getting more clients, and it's all about direct response marketing. And this particular client said, oh, look, the Facebook campaign that he'd been managing himself, like there's the first mistake, was bringing through basically tire kickers. And I said to him, okay, let me have a look at it. So he sent it through to me, and I had a squeeze on my phone. Again, I was waiting for this one here to finish doing shopping at Robina shopping centre, so I had nothing to do. And what did we buy today? A vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, but not for us, not for us.
Not for us.
One of the kids.
One of the kids, okay. One of our millennial kids, we've decided to get them a vacuum cleaner. What? I don't know. Can you imagine waking up this morning and think, what will I do for my 20-something child? A vacuum cleaner. That's what I'll do. Have you got any rationale behind that?
Yes, because there's a lot of fighting going on between the kids wanting vacuum cleaners.
Okay, wish I hadn't asked. Okay, so therefore, can you imagine fighting about a vacuum cleaner? I can't work that one out. So therefore, I said to this particular client, let me have a look at your ads. He sent them through, and guess what? Fatal mistake. He had put basically clickbait out there, and what clickbait is getting a click at any costs and then sending them through to your landing page or your sales page. And that's what he was doing. He didn't know that he was doing that, but silly Billy, he was just putting a couple of lines of copy above his photo, and probably the photo should have been a video, preferably, and then underneath that he had I won't give the game away who he was because it's not fair, and he's a sissy, he'd probably cry. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Okay, so he's a sissy. But anyway, what he was doing is inviting bad clicks, and those bad clicks came through his landing page, and of course they didn't convert. Look, against conventional wisdom, what you should be doing is having lots and lots and lots of copy above your Facebook photo or your Facebook video. And the reason for that is you want to pre-qualify the people before they click. You don't want cold clicks because you're paying Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, too much money for a cold click. So all the really, really good, convincing, persuasive copy that you may have had on your landing page, let's call it your sales page, take a whole chunk of that out and put it above your photo or your video on your Facebook ad. And what that will do then is pre-qualify your clicks. Okay, so say in my instance, if I am looking for private coaching clients, I'm more than likely looking for a business doing $400,000 or $500,000 turnover or more, because my private coaching program is $3,500 a month. So there's $40,000 a year, which is still a steal, in my opinion. He says very boastfully, for me to take over your marketing. But I'm not going to sell a $3,500 per month consultancy deal to someone who's a startup. It's just not going to happen. They might buy one of my smaller programs, like for example above there you'll see wowmanifesto.com. That's a smaller program for $197 a month for 3 months, and that's how to put together a marketing plan for your business. Now that is going to be most ideal for businesses that are startup. But if I'm looking for a business to come into my private coaching program, it's $3,500 a month, which I think is still a steal. You pay your private, your personal secretary, or what do you call it, PA these days, $54,000. That's the average PA wage in Australia. So to get me for 75% of that, I think is a pretty good chance you're going to get a better ROI. But nonetheless, when I'm going to go fishing on Facebook for a private client that's going to spend with me 40 odd grand a year, then I'm going to make sure that I pre-qualify the clicks. I'm going to say up the top of it, are you a business owner who is doing more than $400,000 or $500,000 a year and your sales are flatlined? And so therefore I'll go right through all the reasons why I believe their sales are flatlined and why they might be pissing money up against the wall using conventional marketing tactics, when in fact I'll show them how to use direct response, problem solution, all that sort of stuff. And by the time they get to the end of that, it'll be quite a scroll, by the way. We're talking like 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs, and they get to my video or they get to my graphic. Then when they click, there's a pretty good chance they're a strong prospect. I've already pre-qualified that they're doing a certain turnover. I've probably pre-qualified the sorts of industries I want them to come from, and I won't bore you with the details, but we get a better if you like, interest from white-collar industries than blue singlets. It's not to say I can't help a plumber or electrician just as much, but it tends to be that we have white-collar looking for my sort of services more often. And then a whole bunch of other, pre-qualification, if you like, tactics that I put in the copy. So that means when they click, there's a pretty good chance I've got a high, conversion rate because they're qualified. And if you're not doing that, then you're paying Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook a bucket load of money for poor clicks. And by the way, if you do actually have long copy, then what will happen is that Facebook's algorithms recognize that and they think that you're engaging because you engage people more. And so therefore what they'll do is that they'll spread your ad further afield. Their algorithms are pretty smart, and if they see that someone's staying on your ad longer, there's a pretty good chance they're going to spread your ad. Well, not a pretty good chance, it'll be definitely the case, they'll spread your ad further. So in this instance here, by the way, I'm going to demonstrate to you how that algorithm works. I'm going to invite you right now to to actually type below your website. If you think that you've got a pretty poor website that it's not converting and you'd like a free critique, then I'm offering that because every Wednesday we have a show, a Facebook Live show, and I actually have a whiteboard there with me and I actually redo people's homepages for their website, showing them how a direct response design website will blitz the antsy-pantsy, arty-farty website designer's homepage, which normally might be pretty, but you're not selling anything. So if you'd like a free critique, you know why I'm doing this, it's all about sampling, then just simply put your www.whatever below, and then I will be able to possibly give you a free critique, okay? If it's a pornography site, there's a good chance I probably won't. Or actually, that'll probably go to the top of the list.
Yeah, okay, I don't believe you said that.
Yeah, no, if you're into something like that, just put below that, you'll probably go to the top of the list for my critiquing. Okay, right out. My wife's disgusted in me. Okay, look, I'll leave it at that. Oh, by the way, I can't leave it at that. Silly Billy me. That link above, which is wowmanifesto.com, if you go to that, you'll find that there's a training program on there that goes for a number of weeks, but you can binge watch if you want. Okay, so it goes for a number of weeks, but if you want to save some money and pay less, you can binge watch it straight away. And if you're like me, where when you come across a good idea, I just want to suck it up quickly and get on with it. It's wowmanifesto.com, and what it is how to put together a marketing plan. And the irony is that most people go into businesses as a very good technician, so they're a great chiropractor, they're a great auto electrician, they're a great butcher, baker, candlestick maker, but they don't have any experience in putting together a marketing plan. And of course, if you don't have any clients, it's pretty hard to build your business. So if you want to know how to put together a marketing plan and how to learn more about what I've just mentioned to you with Facebook tactics and so forth, then it's in this particular Wow Manifesto training session or training system, and you can get it right now. It's $197 per month multiplied by 3 months. Okay, so therefore you can pay for it that way, or you can pay right up front and save a bucket load of money and just binge watch the whole video. It's a video training program with textual downloads as well. Did I say that right? Textual downloads. Is there such a word? There is now. Yeah, I've come up.
Textual means rough and smooth. That's texture.
Okay.
Textual.
By the way, could I just mention to you, I'm married to a school teacher, and the frightening thing about this is that she's teaching me new words, and she's a primary school teacher. She gave it up 1,000 years ago. We've had 6 kids, and they're all adults now, so therefore she couldn't teach for too long. But now she's teaching me lessons as a primary school teacher, and I'm sure it's textual downloads or contextual.
Contextual.
Could you help me out here? Vote 1 for Gail, G-A-E-L, by the way. Her parents were cruel, they've misspelled her name, G-A-E-L. So vote 1 for Gail being correct, or vote 2 for JD being correct. Please vote for me. I mean, I'm sensitive. So therefore, let's just go through this again. So if I say, okay, you can watch all the videos to learn how to put a marketing plan together, which is probably what I do because I'm a bit lazy and I don't want to read all the text. And by the way, the textual downloads are not just like a transcript, like a rev.com transcript of my videos. It's a completely different take on it, so you're getting 2 for 1 here. So therefore, textual download. So Textual. You're saying there's no such word.
You are right, textual. I've never heard of that word. It just doesn't exist.
God almighty. If only I had a thesaurus.
Textual. I can check it for you.
Oh no, please. See what happens when you're married to a school teacher? I'll just check that for you. And in the meantime, stand outside the room. Stand outside the class. By the way, I went to a De La Salle Kingsgrove school and then Bankstown, De La Salle Brothers. And I think I spent more time outside the room than inside. It was always, Dwyer, get outside. But brother, I've only just come into the room 2 minutes ago. I don't care. It's the way that you looked at me.
Cut your hair.
Oh, the classic. I've got to tell you this. When I was in 6th form, which is year 12, I had long hair down past your nipples like we all did back in those days, and as it turns out, Catholic goody two-shoes school, the principal said that everyone with long hair had to get a cut. And I put an inch off, and then I got another cut, another inch. Dwyer, get out, Dwyer, get out. So eventually I had to get a cut short, right? And of course, you look back on those photos, and the brothers were right. I mean, it was bloody awful. How my kids, when they look at them now, just laugh. But anyway, it was big time at the time to have long hair. So therefore, what I did was that I thought, well, how do I pay back? So I put an ad in the Telegraph newspaper, the classifieds in those days. There was no such thing as a Gumtree, of course. And colour TVs had just come out on that particular year, and they were $2,000 or $3,000 for a colour TV. Like every new technology, of course, then the price comes down eventually, but it was $2,000 or $3,000 for a colour TV. So I advertised in the classifieds in the Telegraph, colour TV, just $99, and put the school's office number in. So the next day, the phone was just going nuts in the principal's office, and the what do you call it? Not playtime, recess. It was John Dwyer to the principal's office, John Dwyer to the principal. So he knew who'd done it, of course. And I went up, and I could just see him in his office with the door ajar going like this, and the poor lady outside, who was his secretary, going, "No, this is a school. We don't sell colour TVs. No, we don't sell colour." It was like a telethon on Channel 9. It was just going nuts. And of course, he calls me and he says, "I know it was you." And I said, "Brother, I can't hear you," because of the telephone. And he said, "I know it was you." I said, "Brother, I have no idea what you're talking about." He said, "Let me just say this. I know it was you, and from here on in, for the rest of year 12, I'll be watching you." It was like one of those movies, the gangster movies, you know. Anyway, so I got good payback, good payback. Okay, well listen, anyone annoys me now, I just put an ad in Gumtree and I say iPhones, like iPhone 10 for $29, and put their mobile. That's a good comeback. Anyway, I'm a naughty boy, I'm out of here. So therefore, again, if you're going to be looking for a way to put together a pretty sexy marketing plan for your business, and you want to do it really, really cheaply, you want to know how to join the dots, and that includes very big focus on social media, then just go to wowmanifesto.com, which is above. Click that button. There's a 14-minute, very short little 14-minute video from me showing you how to put together a marketing plan. And then if you wanted to move forward, then it's $197 per month by 3 months. Pretty sexy, I reckon. Okay.
And the textual downloads.
Yeah. See, thing is, I think sarcasm suits me. I don't think it suits Gail. Once again, if you think I'm right with textual downloads, type in 2. If you think Gail is, then type in 1. By the way, some likes and love hearts and emojis and all that sort of stuff, because then the Facebook algorithm kicks in and thinks I'm engaging, and they spread this thing wider. And I think you should do something nice for someone else today, and that someone else will be me.
Okay.
I'm out of here. See you guys.